Hey, Greg, G-Doby Vibes. How you doing today? I'm going to make a quick video right now. I'm going to talk about Epic Universe. Yes, I was there yesterday with my daughter and her two friends. And one of them was a cast member at Universal, and he invited us to go there. So I wanted to do pictures and videos so bad, but unfortunately, it wasn't allowed. And I just want to say a few quick things about it. I mean, I can go on and on about all the rides, but really, you have to see it on video. But it was unfreaking believable. What a great park! They they nailed it. They nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. I think it's a great park. First, we get there, and they offered us valet parking. So we took it. We did the valet parking, goes right up to almost to the front gate. They're going to do that. I talked to them. I said, "Is this a temporary thing?" But they said no. It's pretty much it's going to be permanent. So kudos to that. Th- what I couldn't believe is the detail. The detail. I mean, Disney was always number one. Okay, and pretty much they still are, but they're number one, and they just know the details of everything, the landscaping, everything else. Well, this Epic Universe, they nailed it in that aspect of it too. So the landscaping is incredible. I mean, they're just trees and bushes and everything. They are trying so hard. Even the ride up down the boulevard to get to the parking lot, everything's lined up with thousands of bushes and trees. And I mean, it's going to take a couple of years to really show its full potential, but you could see they're putting all the work into it. It is incredible. I just stared at the entrance at the first portal and just looking at just all the tiny detail work. It's just outstanding. The you know as soon as you walk in, it's just so much to say. As soon as you walk in, I mean, it's just the water fountain. It's so huge. I mean, we were there basically from about 10 o'clock till 5 o'clock when it closed, and I mean, we hit all the four portals, and we looked at the four, but we couldn't do everything. It's just too much. You need at least 2 days to do it, and it's just it hits all your senses. It's the music. As soon as I walked in, and this is kind of silly, but they just before you go to the security gate, they had like a huge bathroom right there for men and women, and that's great because a lot of people travel and they're in a rush. They get into the parking lot, they go right to the park, and boom, they got the bathroom right there. You go in the bathroom, they're blasting the music. I mean, like heavy theatrical type of music into the bathrooms, out in public. It's getting you going, and it's crazy. It's a silly thing, but these are these little things that count. And we walk in and we go through the first portal, like I said, we make a quick left. First one we go into, we go into the Nintendo world. And wow, it's just so much to do in Nintendo World. And we went into Donkey Kong right next to it. It's connected, and just everywhere you look up, down, whatever it is. I mean, outstanding. It just everything, down to, like I said, with the landscaping, down to the trash cans. Every portal and everywhere you go, different types of trash cans, different type of benches. It's just got everything there. The rides were good. The ride we went on the Donkey Kong. No, not Donkey Kong. We went on the Mario Karts. So we did that. Lots of steps. You're gonna have to go upstairs and go on the ride. But what was really amazing on that ride and a bunch of others, and I noticed, is the queue. The queue, if you don't know what it is, it's basically the line, the zigzag, and you got to wait and go back and forth, up and down, and this and that. And sometimes it's an hour wait or whatever park you go to. And that's the queue. Some people, some parks, the queues are okay. Some of them, they're not, some of them are great. Disney does a pretty good job. They do a really good job on the queue. This park, these rides, a lot of them, was unbelievable. The Mario Kart that we went to, the Bowser castle, you have to go into his castle, just remarkable. I'm telling you, I enjoyed the queues of a lot of these rides more than the ride itself. It is unbelievable. And it was killing me not to take pictures. Oh my God, everything's a photo op right here, photo op here, photo. It is incredible. The Bowser's, you feel like you're in the video game. So I mean, it was unbelievable. Um, then we went to Dark Universe, and Dark Universe, same thing. Monsters Unleash. We went into that ride, and it was incredible. The queue was to die for. I'm telling you. You walk in, and you go into Frankenstein's Victoria Frankenstein's castle, and you go up these stairs. Everything everything was movie ready. It was like you could film an old classic type of movie, and it was just unbelievable. The detail of everything. The ride was great. I don't want to talk too much about the ride and spoil it, but it was outstanding. But again, the queue was really good. We ate at a tavern there, the Burning Blade Tavern, and it is like, again, movie ready. Everything is movie ready. That's how it is. It's not just they kind of forget about one thing or whatever. I mean, they had in the Dark Universe, they had the fog going around. They also had my favorite character was Igor. He would walk around, which was incredible. They had the Invisible Man. You could talk to him. I spoke to him. And I hope they continue to do that when the park officially opens. I love all those type of interaction going on. So you actually felt like that you were in in Dark Universe in the set, and the animatronics was incredible. It was great. The tavern, and it was just every little thing was the detail. It was unbelievable. Um, and then you have How to Train Your Dragon. We went into there, and again, just I was amazed. In fact, the four of us, I'm always the one whenever we go, I'm always about 10 feet ahead of my family. That's just the way I am. I'm 6'2". I walk fast, and I'm like, come on, we got to go to the next one. We got to go to the next one. I was literally behind the three, my daughter and her two friends. I was behind them 10 feet because I was just like looking like wow. Everywhere you go, you're just looking. It's just incredible. It is absolutely great. Um, Down to like the benches at How to Train Your Dragon. The benches look like they were carved out of a log, and then they were painted in shape of like a dragon. And you sit down. Everywhere you go, it's just something to see. The rides at How to Train Your Dragon, they were good, but they were more for I'd say for the younger kids. Not like they weren't kiddie rides. I mean, adults can you're going to enjoy it. They were good, but that was more for the kiddie rides. They're supposed to have a flying dragon, which they didn't have going at yesterday. But again, it's just I just couldn't believe it. And at the other part too was Harry Potter, and Harry Potter was great. You walk in and you just feel like you're in France. I mean, on the movie set of Fantastic Beast, I can't explain it. It's just remarkable. The ride at Harry Potter was not working. It has not been working, far as I know. Um, Wow, it's just, but they allowed you to go into the queue of that ride, and Ministry of Magic, and you're in like a subway, and then you go into the portal, and boom, just a puff of smoke, green lights come up, and then boom, you're in the Ministry of Magic. And we were like, oh my God, this is incredible. And I'm not kidding. And all four of us, we couldn't believe it. It took us about a good 10 minutes to go through the whole queue, and you didn't want to leave. You did not want to leave. You just wanted to be there. You were immersed into Ministry of Magic. Um, that's the one. It was probably about maybe 4 or 5 stories tall. That's at least what it felt like. It had all that like black, shiny tile, and it was literally, again, you were ready to make a movie. So it was incredible. I can only imagine what the ride's going to be like, but it was great. My gosh, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's just oh, also the cast members were outstanding. The cast members there at Epic were so much like Disney cast members. They were really involved. Whatever portal you went to, they pretty much acted that part. And they called us travelers because that's what you're doing. You're traveling in each dimension. And it was just and their uniforms, no matter what it was. Let's say for Dark Universe, it had like a lab coat, which is all black, and they had the boots, and it was just Mario World. They had the Mario go kart with the suspenders and things like that, and it was great. How to Train Your Dragon. They all look like Vikings from the movies. It was very, very detailed. It was just, that's how detailed it was. And also Harry Potter, the Ministry of Magic. Everybody was in character there too. I just couldn't believe it. Um, the food, the food. I mean, we didn't go to every restaurant or anything like that. I mean, we're just like bam, 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 go to each one. We're just trying to soak it all in. The food, again, Universal knocked it out of the park. They stepped it up. At the Burning Blade Tavern, we had like this a sword pretzel and the garlic sauce. It was almost like an Annie Ann's type of pretzel with the butter on it a little bit, and then it had a garlic dipping sauce. I wanted to drink the sauce. It was that good. I'll put that sauce on anything. It was that good. The gyro that came with the two that we bought, excellent. And then the one I highly recommend that we did was on at How to Train Your Dragon. Over there, they have one where it's a bread. It's like a cone, and they stuffed it with um, macaroni, mac and cheese inside, and then you can get a topping of like chicken with some spices, or you can get pork and it's like a pulled pork barbecue type of style. Or if you're a vegetarian, you can get like I guess goldfish crackers. That's what they said. It has goldfish crackers in it. So I don't know, but I got the pork. Oh, I got the chicken. My daughter got the pork. Wow, it was so good. The bread itself, it was like a cone shape, and it had everything bagel seasoning on it, and again, it had like that Annie Ann's type of butter on the bread, and it was so good. It was around $15, well worth it. They definitely took it up a couple of notches. It did not taste, honestly, it did not taste like park food. Every time, even Disney, even if I go in the park, I don't expect a whole heck of a lot, but this just blew me away. And kudos to them on that too. And they were outstanding. The restaurants, I tried to stop at every restaurant just to take a peek of what's inside. And even the regular restaurant, like the one at the Toad's Cafe, it's in Nintendo World. You go get your food, and then you go into another room, like a cafeteria type of room, and you sit down and eat. So I'm thinking cafeteria, okay, a couple of pictures of Mario or whatever, those characters. No, 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 no. The whole room, it was again movie set ready. The whole room, it was a cafeteria. The tables, the chairs, the detail work that went on here. I mean, next to the Mario was a pizzeria, and I walked in the pizzeria, again, not expecting much. Beautiful. It was gorgeous the way they decorated it. It was, I had to get my friends to come in, my daughter. I said, you guys got to take a look at this. I mean, the pizza looked really good too. I'm not going to say it's the best pizza. I didn't try it, but it looked better than Park Pizza. That's for sure. And just the time and effort. Harry Potter had it also, Ministry of Magic, in the town of France. You go into this tavern, and again, you get the food, you go into the it was like Leaky Cauldron, been there, right? Diagon Alley, you ate there. I mean, that was great too. This is even better, bigger. And it was a beautiful tavern. Again, movie set ready. Everything was like movie set ready. It was absolutely, I mean, just really fabulous. I just loved it. I wrote a couple things down here, and it was just, it was great. Even the gift shops. If you go in the gift shops in each portal, okay, not only is it's not just a building, a room, and you're selling gifts. Yeah, I got it. But just the decoration around it, the ceiling, the walls, everything. Like you felt like you were in Peach's castle. You felt like you were just in an old village in Eastern Europe in Dark Universe. You felt like you were in France in Harry Potter. It just goes on and on and on. Highly recommend you go. I just heard that they are doing now single tickets for single days. They didn't do that. They just released it. I believe it's like $139 plus tax for adults. And maybe I think for children, it's like 134. Before, you couldn't even do that. You had to buy a whole package, a 3-day trip and things like that. But no, you can do that. You can't go, I believe, the first week and a half that it opens. But after that, I believe it's available. So that's great. And then you got the hotel, Helios. And wow, I just, it's just right there. And at the park, we were not able to go inside. And we just ran around. And but all the rides, a couple of rides weren't working at this time because don't forget, this is not an official opening. So this is like a trial period and they're trying to get the kinks out. And I clearly understand that 100%. But it was just so incredible how, again, I hope they do that. The characters that would walk around in each portal, and it just enhanced the feeling of it. Igor was so good. Like I said before, Igor was great. He's my favorite character, and so is my daughter. He was just so interactive, and he would play with the kids, and Invisible Man was great. And then when we were in Ministry of Magic in France, a French police officer, he was dressed up like in the 1920s, and that's was the decor and the genre that was going on at that time in the 1920s. And he had like a tweed 3-piece suit with a little derby hat on. And he approached me and he's talking to me in a heavy French accent and just talking about, why are we here and what's going on. And he was a detective and he came up with a story. I was joking with him. He went along with my jokes. He made fun of me. I made fun of him. It was just great. It was just fabulous. I did one show in Harry Potter. I did the circus, and that was incredible. It was you go into a little tent, and when you go into a little tent, then it blows up into a big giant tent. And the cue, excellent. They were playing that like kind of like creepy organ type of music in the 1920s, carnival French music. And it just got me going, and the show was fabulous. It wasn't a cheesy show that you see in some parks. This was legit. It was a good show. It lasted for about 25 minutes and it was incredible. It's kind of a little bit jaw dropping on how they did the show. And like, wow, like you were not expecting them to do what they were doing. Again, I don't want to spoil any secrets or anything like that. But you guys are going to get bombarded pretty soon with videos. They're going to start inviting the vloggers to come in, I think in another week or so. And then they're going to have special openings, invites for those type of people to come in. I wish I am a vlogger. I wish I could do it too, but I doubt. I'm not big enough to be invited. Maybe someday I will, but who knows? And I'll have to do a couple of good videos once it opens up. It's open to the public, so highly recommend it. Let me see here. I got it. Oh, one other thing. I'm going to give one not so good. All right, but I'm hoping that's going to change. Maybe they don't have it ready. Is that the one thing that I really love, and I'm sure you'll agree about Disney, is the smell. Yes, remember? When you go, Rome is burning, you smell Rome is burning. You smell that smell. You go into the Pirates of the Caribbean, they're shooting the cannons, you smell that gunpowder and all that stuff. You walk by a bakery, you're smelling the donuts, they're pumping that out and they're doing that on purpose. And that's another sense in your body that you can engage in. And I didn't get that at Epic. I hope they do it. I hope somebody from Epic and Universal is listening to this. Please get some smells in there. You don't have to be overwhelming and everything else, but oh my gosh, I mean, you could have the grand time at a Dark Universe or at Harry Potter or I mean, it's great. And any of your donut shops or coffee shops or something, pump out some smells, just a little bit, a little hint. And then they'll start making scented candles like they're doing now and essential oils and all that stuff. So that's the one little knock, but I'm hoping that that'll change. But everybody was super polite. Everybody was great. Wow. This will definitely Epic Universe. I'm not talking about their other two parks. They're going to, they got to work on that. But Epic Universe, definitely above Disney, without a doubt, above Disney. And I just hope that they keep it as clean as it is. And time will tell after next year or two. We'll see what the wear and tear. We'll see what happens when, I don't know, 1 million people come in and go back and forth. We'll see if they can maintain it. And hopefully all these rides that they have, I hope that they maintain it and they don't break down a lot. I know they're probably going to do something about, some of it's going to break down. Obviously, they're so complicated. Was disappointed that Stardust Racer wasn't working. I heard that was really good. And, but it was great. Guys, got to go. Definitely. That's the best I can do. And to tell you right now, really, it's going to blow your mind away. Absolutely. All right. So go out there. Any comments given to me? I want to hear it. If you went, what did you like? What didn't you like? Tell me. And don't forget, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up on the like. And don't forget to comment. Take care, guys. God bless.